Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which is the true God of the nation of Israel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about is church. Because a lot of our people, go to church on Sundays thinking that the Lord is in the churches and thinking that Sunday is the Sabbath day. But this video right here going to be a quick video showing you that Sunday is the Sunday that you go to worship on Salakia. You go to church on Sundays, that's pagan, and the Sabbath is not on Sunday. That's a lie. And when you went, everything that they teach you is a lie. You know, the churches, the pastor not really telling you that you're an Israelite. When have your pastor ever told you that you was an Israelite? When have your pastor ever told you to start eating pork? When have your pastor ever told you to put fringes on? When have your pastor ever told the man you can't cut your beard, you have to let your beards grow out because that's a commandment. The pastor's not saying none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The pastor's not saying none of that stuff. Then when you say that stuff, they be like, oh, the law is done away with. That's in the Old Testament. Well, brother, you still taking tithes. Tithes was in the Old Testament. Why are you still taking up tithes? That's in the Old Testament, right? But when we tell you that you can't eat crab legs and pork, you say, oh, that's in the Old Testament. The law done away with. But you still taking up tithes, brother. You get what I'm saying? So, and you don't see nowhere in the Bible that the Israelites went to church on Sunday. You will not find in the Bible that Jesus Christ, or Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, you will never find him going. The Bible don't say, Jesus Christ, he woke up early Sunday, he went to church. That's not in the Bible because we didn't do that. We didn't go to church. That's the Roman custom. We following the Romans' customs. These are our slave master customs that we following. Our people didn't go to church on Sundays. Our people did not go to church on Sunday. That is pagan. And the Lord not in these churches. So when you in the church stepping your feet, acting like you got the Holy Ghost, the Lord not in the churches. He not in none of those churches. I'm finna show you. Check this out. How about the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, and says the prophets. The churches was made by hand. Churches are temples made by hands. But it just said the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. So he's not in these churches. You know what I'm saying? He not in these churches. So when you waking up putting your best Sunday outfit on, or it's Easter morning, you waking up having your best Sunday best outfit on, finna go to church, thinking that the Lord in there. You got the choir. Y'all singing y'all songs. What's a little church a song that they be singing in church? Break every chain. Break every chain. Y'all singing that all in church. The Lord not hearing none of that. Feel what I'm saying? The Lord not hearing none of that. It says, because how about the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands? The churches are temples made with hands. It's talking about the churches. This is really talking about the churches. When he said this, it's talking about the churches. Feel what I'm saying? He not in these churches. And I'm finna show you the true meaning of the Sunday worship. It's pagan, of course. Everything, all these holidays pagan as well. Christmas pagan, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all this stuff pagan. And it says pagan. It's a pagan correspondence. In Roman culture, Sunday was the day of the sun god. So in the Romans culture, and we not the Romans. We not the Romans. The Romans are the so-called white people. Those are the true Romans, are the so-called white people. This is their customs. He says in Roman culture, Sunday was the day of the sun god, and paganism. Paganism. All right, let me show you what pagan. Let me show you what let me show you what paganism. If people don't know what paganism means, let me show you what paganism means. A religion other than one of the main world religions, specifically a non-Christian or pre-Christian religion. Let me show you. Hold up. Let me get a better definition. The recognition of the divine and the nature is at the heart of pagan belief. Pagans are deeply aware of the natural world and see the power of the divine in the ongoing cycle of life and death. That's crazy and wicked. Most pagans are eco-friendly, seeking to live in a way that minimizes harm to natural environment. So they live in a different way. Feel what I'm saying? Everything that they done is not righteous, really. They're not living that like they're supposed to. Paganism started from the other nations. You know, the Israelites, we was not doing these customs. You know what I'm saying? We was not all this stuff was put on us when we came over here in slavery. A person holding religious beliefs other than those of the main world religions. But hold up now. Ain't Sunday worship a main world religion? You know, ain't Christianity the biggest religion in the world? Let's see what the biggest religion in the world. Ain't Christianity the biggest religion in the world? Yep. 2.3 billion people follow Christianity. 2.3 billion people brainwashed. You can't find Christianity in the Bible. There's nowhere in the Bible that you will find Christ being a Christian. You will never find the people in the churches, or you will never find people in the church, period. But you will never see people going around saying, hey, you want to join Christianity with us? You will not find it. It's a made-up religion. Christianity is man-made. You feel what I'm saying? You had pagan guys, bro. This is going off. So this is idolatry. This is idolatry. The 6 gods and the 6 goddesses were sometimes arranged in male-female couples. Jupiter, Juno, Neptune, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Dino, Vulcan, and Mercury series. But hold on, ain't these the planets? These the planets that they taught us in school, but these are pagan gods. These are some of the planets that they taught us that they taught us in school. But hold on, these are pagan gods, right? Crazy, right? In Roman culture, Sunday was the day of the sun god. In paganism, the sun was a source of life, giving warmth and illumination to mankind. It was the center of a popular cult among Romans, who would stand at dawn to catch the first rays of sunshine as they prayed. So Sunday worship is not of God. Is not of the God of the Bible. This is a Roman's custom. So when you go to church on Sunday, when you wake up and go to church on Sunday and worship, you doing it for the Romans. You really worshiping the sun, like the Romans did. You are worshiping the sun. See, a lot of our people don't know that. A lot of our people just going to church thinking that, you know what I'm saying, that they have to go to church to be saved. Church ain't gonna save you. It don't matter how many. I'm gonna be real with you. It don't matter how many times you go to church. You can go to church every single day. If you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave Moses for us to keep, it's over with. You're not gonna make it. That's real talk. You're not gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven if you don't keep these laws and commandments. You can have a brother that don't even go to church. Never went to church a day in his life. He keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and you go to church every single day of your life, and you still eat pork and crab legs, shrimp, and lobster. The brother gonna make it. You not gonna make it. Why? Why you not gonna make it? Number one, because you going to church on Sunday, and that's the day the Romans celebrate the sun god. So when you go to church on Sunday, you celebrating the sun god. 2, you still eating crab, shrimp, and lobster, which you can't do that because if you go look at the dietary law in Leviticus 11, you're not supposed to be eating that stuff. Feel what I'm saying? 3, you think you're not keeping the Sabbath day. You're not keeping the real Sabbath day because the real Sabbath day Friday sundown and Saturday sundown, but you thinking it's Sunday, so you're not keeping the Sabbath day. You feel what I'm saying? So you going off. Most of our people like to go to church. I mean, like to go to the club on Saturday, or then Sunday they want to go to church. It's wicked both ways. One, you in the club, that's wicked. Two, you going to church on Sunday, that's wicked. So you thinking you clearing, you thinking you getting close to the Most High and asking for forgiveness for you going to the club on Saturday, but you still in wickedness because you in the church. I'm finna show you that the Sabbath day is not on Sunday. This is crazy, bro. But the seventh day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it, I'm gonna read it. I'm going to read the whole thing. In it, thou shalt not. I'm gonna read the whole thing for the people that don't know what the Sabbath is or what you do on the Sabbath. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it, thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. So the Sabbath day, you're not supposed to do any works. You're not supposed to do no work on the Sabbath day. And if you keep reading, or you go further on, it's different scriptures in the Bible telling you can't cook on the Sabbath day, you can't buy or sell on the Sabbath day. You feel what I'm saying? It's a day of rest. It's a day of rest that He gave us from the day of our work. So in Babylon, we gotta work about Monday through. We work about Monday through Thursday, Monday through Friday. You feel what I'm saying? We work about every day. So the Lord gave the Sabbath day for us as a rest, which is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Because when the sun go down, it's a new day. It don't make sense for a new day to start at 12 o'clock. How is a new day gonna start when it's dark? So the new day starts when the sun go down. That's why we say it's the Sabbath from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Because once the sun go down, it's Saturday. Really, it's a new day. So that's when it starts. It don't the new day don't start at 12 o'clock. That don't even make sense. If you just think about what these people been teaching us, it don't make sense at all. Feel what I'm saying? How can a new day be? I mean, the new year. How can they say new year January 1st, right? How can a new year be when it don't make sense for a new year to start January the 1st when everything dead? You feel what I'm saying? Everything dead. Everything dead then. All the trees, all the leaves, and all the stuff dead. It's cold. It's everything dead. When it makes sense for the new year to start, when everything come back alive. When everything come back alive, that makes sense, right? But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So the seventh day is the Sabbath. Sunday is the first day of the week. So how can the Sabbath be on Sunday? But the Bible just said, but the seventh day is the Sabbath. But Sunday is the first day of the week. You get what I'm saying? So you getting finessed. They finessing you. So the real Sabbath is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. That's the real Sabbath. The Sabbath day is not Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath not Sunday. I'm put this out here too. The Lord really showing that He not in these churches, because most of these churches during quarantine were closed down. But ain't the Lord supposed to be in your church? You ain't supposed to feel nothing. Why are you closing your church down? Why are you closing your church down if you believe that the Lord inside your church? You ain't supposed to fear nothing. You supposed to keep going, because if you have faith, you can't be touched. The Lord ain't gonna allow that stuff to come in there. But the pastors closed down the churches. But you see the men of the Lord, those Israelites on the highways and byways, they ain't got no mask on, they ain't got no gloves on. They're out here preaching that word. Why? Because they protected. You feel what I'm saying? But the Lord not in that. The Lord is not in these churches. So come out of these churches and get right with the Most High, because your pastor not teaching you nothing. People, you ask a person that just went to church. You ask them when they get out of church, what did you learn when you was in there? They're not gonna be able to tell you anything, because pastor not coming out the Bible. He might read 3 or 4 scriptures the whole time he in there. He put the Bible up and now he going off emotion and how he feel, or he telling you what the Lord said. But brother, just read what the Lord said. Why you gotta read what he tell it? Read it out the Bible. You get what I'm saying? So this is a quick. I don't know. I made a video longer than I expected, but it's just telling the people just to come out the churches. It's it's paganism like everything else, and come back to your Creator Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai in these last days. That's all. Shalom.
Amen. The attributes of motherhood. Amen. The attributes of motherhood. Amen. It's like the love of God. Amen. And agape love. Amen. It's a love of giving. Amen. Without expectation of return. Amen. For a mother to have a giving spirit. Amen. A mother will conceive and carry a child for 9 months. Amen. Not complaining, but carrying a child. Amen. To give birth. Amen. To a new life. Amen. God is good, y'all. He's good all the time. Amen. Amen. And amen. They tell me, amen, that the woman go through pain and suffer, amen, during childbirth, amen. I know a little bit something about it, amen, because they let me in the delivery room, amen. God is good, y'all. And the mother, amen, she